Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to GRYD. We are a music and audio post-production house here in Singapore. My name is Edric. I'm the director of music production here at GRYD. In the control room, we have Dino, our head recording engineer. And today on drums, we have Selvi, who is a drum instructor here in Singapore. Today, we're going to look at how to add sub-bass frequencies to a kick drum. Some of these methods can be done during the recording and some after the recording process. So let's get started. The first method we're going to try out is using a sub-kick microphone during the recording. A sub-kick mic is a speaker wired to an XLR connector. Since the speaker works through electromagnetic induction, wiring it to an XLR connector and connecting it to a microphone preamp allows it to operate like a dynamic microphone. This is my favorite method of adding sub-bass to a kick drum because it's the most natural sounding one and it's very easy to blend with the main kick drum microphone. Here, we have the sub-kick placed directly in front of the kick drum and we're going to hear how the drum recording sounds with and without it. Okay, the second method we're going to test out is creating a signal generator within the DAW and sidechaining that from the kick drum track. So over here, we have the recording from earlier on without the sub-kick mic. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is create an aux track right next to the kick drum track. We're going to label this aux track kick subs. Okay, in that aux track, we're going to insert a signal generator plugin. Okay, so usually for sub-bass frequencies, we can use anything between frequency ranges from 30 Hz to 60 Hz. I encourage you guys to try out, the exact frequency depending on the kick drum that you guys have for your recording. So let's set ours. Let's set ours at around maybe 50 Hz. Let's listen to that. Okay, so there's a nice low sub going on. Okay, so right now the sub-bass frequency is just going out throughout the entire song. And that's not really what we want. We want it to be in time with the kick. The next thing we're going to do is going to insert a gate on the aux track. We're going to set it so that the gate only opens when the kick drum is playing. So we're going to route the kick drum through a bus send on its track. Send it to bus 1, bring the level up. Inside the gate, we're going to set the input of the sidechain to bus 1 as well. We're going to make sure we have the sidechain switched on. Okay, so now if we unmute the signal generator track, we should not get any signal coming through as well. Cool, that's what we want. Okay, let's just do some basic settings here. Bring the attack down. Maybe around 50. And let's hear this. Okay, so now you can hear a lot of subs coming in with the kick drum when it plays along with the track. So I encourage you guys to experiment with the frequency, with the level of the sub-kick track, and experiment as well with the settings on the gate so that it feels like it's one with the kick. Okay, so that's how we get sub-bass frequencies from a kick drum post-recording. The last method we're going to look at is also done within the DAW, and that is through parallel processing the kick drum track with the pitch shifter. Okay, so once again, we have the recording from just now. First thing we're going to do is duplicate the kick drum track. We're going to duplicate the track just with the main playlist on. So if we listen to that now, basically have two of the exact same things going on. Okay, so this on its own doesn't do anything, it just makes the kick louder. The next thing we need to do is insert a pitch shift plugin on the track we duplicated. So I'm going to name it pitch. And in order to get the really, really low sub-bass frequencies, we usually need to shift it pretty low. So we're going to go maybe, we're going to try 8 semitones and hear how that sounds. Slightly lower, 12. Let's try that. So right now this sounds pretty crappy. Doesn't really sound that great. In order to fix all the floppiness going on with the kick, I usually like to put in EQ plugin. So where's my fab filter? There we go. So we're just gonna low pass everything. Okay, so you can hear that really low sub-bass frequencies going on. So if we add that to the actual kick drum, alright, sometimes this technique can muddy up the mix a little bit. So what I like to do just to clean up this track is to add in a gate right before everything happens. So we're going to shift all the other plugins down, and we're going to put in a gate right before all of that. Let's do a very simple. There you go. Then now you don't get all the snare bleed and all the other things going on with the drum kit. And let's listen to everything. Yep, so that's the last method on how to get sub-bass frequencies from a kick drum. Okay, so all the methods we tested out today sound different. Each one of them work differently depending on what you have going on in your mix. I encourage you guys to try out all the different methods in your next production and see which one works for you. The tracks we recorded today will be available for download so that you guys can test out the 2 different methods we demonstrated inside the JAW. As always, if you'd like to contact us, you can do so at gryd.studio. Thank you.